Hello, welcome to this video. In this video, let us take one more problem on multi-stage compressor. Now, let us read the problem. A multi-stage compressor is to be designed to elevate pressure from 1 bar to 120 bar. So, there is a multi-stage compressor which we will have to design where the pressure rises from 1 bar to 120 bar. So, it is known that this cannot be done in a single stage. So, let us assume that it is done in multiple stages. So, it could be multiple stages. I am drawing without clearance volume. Anyhow, let us see if there is clearance volume, we will draw it. So, there are multiple stages, right? So, it could be 2, it could be 3, it could be 4. Let us find it out. So, for now, I have just drawn 4. So, this is 1, 2, this is 3, 4 and 5. Okay. As of now, I have assumed 4 stages because here also it is said that pressure ratio, okay, this is not number of stages, this is actually pressure ratio should not exceed 4. So, pressure ratio, remember we had denoted by x. So, pressure ratio for this diagram we can say that P2 by P1 is equal to P3 by P2 like that, is equal to P4 by P3, P5 by P4 like that, and so on and so on. Okay. That is what is pressure ratio, and this should not exceed the value 4. Okay. And initial pressure is 1 bar, and the delivery pressure is 120 bar. We have been asked to find out number of stages. Number of stages as per our notation is capital N is how much? Exact stage pressure ratio. So, exact stage pressure ratio is x. I mean, here is given that it should not exceed 4, but what is that exact pressure ratio? We can find it out exact. Okay. Then intermediate pressures. Intermediate pressures means these pressures, all right. Intermediate pressures, these pressures. Okay. So, intermediate pressures. So, we will have to find out all pressures, that means intermediate pressures. Then minimum power required. So, power is how much, and we have been given the volume free air delivery. So, I will assume that this is V1. So, 15 meter cube per minute. Now, let us solve this problem. Determine number of stages. Quickly recall this is what we have discussed. Number of stages is we have a relationship between this P n plus 1 is equal to x power n. So, that is number of stages into P1. So, this we had derived earlier. So, I think now we will have to simplify it for number of stages, that is capital N is what we want to find out. So, P n plus 1 divided by P1, or we can say x is equal to P n plus 1 divided by P1 whole power 1 by n. So, this is actually optimum pressure ratio, but anyhow we will try to find out what is required. So, we require the value of n, number of stages. Now, what is x has been given? We cannot exceed pressure ratio of 4, that has been given. So, we have to raise the pressure from 1 bar to 120 bar. So, this is also given. So, the only unknown is 1 by n. I think we will substitute and get the value of n, number of stages. So, 4 is equal to 120. So, by 1 will be same. So, 120 to the power 1 by alpha x. Now, shift solve for x is equal to 0. We have number of stages as 3.45. 3.4. Now, the second one is exact stage pressure ratio. Now, what is exact stage pressure ratio? So, exact stage pressure ratio, So, we want, we have been asked to find out x, alright. So, now 120 by 1, so that is P number of stages, that is 120 pressure at delivery divided by pressure at suction to the power of 1 by number of stages. Now, we have considered that number of stages will be 4, okay. If that is the number of stages, now 120 now to the power 1 by 4 is 0.25. So, 3.3097, that let us call it as 3.31. So, exact pressure ratio is 3.31, but what he has given is limited to 4. So, we have substituted this as 4 stages. For 4 stages, exact pressure ratio will be 3.31. Now, let us go for the third question, intermediate pressure. Now, remember intermediate pressure, we have derived this. So, pressure ratio is x is equal to P2 by P1, P3 by P2, P4 by P3 and P5 by P4 and so on, correct. So, anyhow we have drawn this diagram to 4 stages only. This is our first stage, second stage, third stage and fourth stage, okay. Now, P2 by P1 means pressure ratio between the first stage, P3 by P2. So, that has to be same. So, that means you can simply write P2 is equal to pressure ratio x times P2, okay. Now, what is x? X is 3.31, sorry, this is P1, wait. So, I will take first part first, P2 is equal to x times of P1. Now, x is 3.31, pressure ratio, exact pressure ratio multiplied by 1 bar. So, P2 is equal to 3.31, okay. Now, similarly, I will take P3 by P2 is equal to this. So, P3 is equal to P2 times x. So, that will be 3.31 multiplied by 3.31. 3.31 multiplied by 3.31. So, that will be 10.95. 10.95. So, P4 is equal to similarly x into P3. So, 3.31 multiplied by 10.95. So, 3.31 multiplied by 10.95, 36.24. So, these are in bar actually, because the pressure unit which we have substituted is in bar. So, P4 we have found out, we have to find out P5. So, therefore, P5 is equal to P4 times of x or x into P4, x into P4, x times P4. So, 3.31 multiplied by 36.24, 3.31 multiplied by 36.24, 119.95. So, that is what we wanted, actually 120 bar. So, that will be close to 120 bar, okay. A small difference is there because we have not considered as many digits, we have rounded off the values, okay. Now, let us go for the last part. The last part is the minimum power required to compress 15 meter cube per minute of free air. So, volume is given. So, rate means we are talking about power. So, power is given by, for multi-stages, n by n minus 1. So, where this capital N is number of stages. So, P1 V1 and the pressure ratio, that is initial pressure ratio, P2 by P1, n minus 1 by n minus 1. Okay. So, number of stages here is 4 stages. The value of n has been given to us 1.2. So, 1.2 divided by 1.2 minus 1, and P1 is 1 bar. So, 1 into 10 power 5. The volume in meter cube per minute is given 15. So, I will convert that into second. So, 15 by 60 meter cube per second. So, this P2 by P1 is, we have 3.31, that is the pressure ratio, and n minus 1 is 1.2 minus 1 divided by 1.2 minus 1. So, that must give us the pressure, work, power. Pressure we have substituted it in Newton per meter square, and volume in meter cube per second. So, we will get Newton meter per second, which is joule per second, which is nothing but watt. Okay. Now, let us solve this. 4 into 1.2 divided by 0.2, that will be our first term. This must be multiplied with 10 power 5 into 15 by 60. So, that will be our this term multiplied by, I am now going into the bracket, 3.31 power 0.2 divided by 1.2. So, that minus 1, close the bracket, we must get this answer. So, that is 132.46 watts, 132.46 into 10 power 3 watts, or we can say that if you divide this by 1000, it will be in kilowatt. So, 132.46 kilowatt. So, that is the power, minimum power which is required. So, since we have talked about minimum power, we have used this equation. Remember, these are all equations which were derived for minimum power. Okay. So, the minimum power required is 132.46 kilowatt. Thank you.